it's not about how much you have to start the business.
Yeah.
First, it comes with the passion, innovation,
Yeah.
and the consistency.
Okay.
That's make your business to keep going.
Yeah.
And then like don't give up. As a bad time comes, we can cheat people, but we can't cheat people all the time.
True.
So
You can cheat them sometimes.
yeah, sometimes,
but
but
not all the time.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's keeping going, because the Western want a clean thing, but also even us with Tanzania, we want something clean.
Yeah.
And that's really inspired me to make it a very clean and a very good place. Not only for the room, some people when they come here, they say, wow, is this Mzungu or the Western who owned this farm? And I'm just smiling and say, yeah, it's just Mzungu. And then later on say, I'm the one who owns.
Tourism can harm the local environment. That's what most critics say. So how do you respond to that? Welcome back to Make Your Own Destiny podcast, the podcast that inspires you to shape your future. Today, we are in Kilimanjaro region, where the highest mountain in Africa is found. And actually, on my right-hand side here, I'm with Mr. Nyange from Nyange Adventures. And this guy has actually been at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro for more than 80 times. You may ask why, because he owns Nyange Adventures company, and he also owns an eco-friendly lodge and a farm. And actually right now here, we are at his farm. And the farm has very nice views. You can actually see Mount Kilimanjaro from the room. How amazing is that? And we have been in Kilimanjaro for more than 5 days now, where we have visited all the national parks that are found in Tanzania, such as Ngorongoro, Serengeti, Tarangire. We have had quite fun because we were with the Connectors Club team, and you probably have seen Mr. Nyange from our event with Mr. Musas, because he was there at the VIP event, and he actually had a chance to speak and talk about Nyange Adventures. I'm very lucky to be with him today because there's so much to learn about farming and tourism. And what you don't know about, there are a lot of opportunities in tourism. And Mr. Nyange has actually invested a lot of money. From what I've seen, I can say billions of money. So stay until the end of this video, because I'll tell you what I've learned, and I'll actually show you how you can also do the same with little to no capital. So I have Mr. Nyange here. If you're interested with this kind of content, as you can see, we are in a farm right now. Just like this video and subscribe. So I have Mr. Nyange. Mr. Nyange, how are you doing?
Hello, Jumbo. Thank you so much, Mr. Musa. It was such a pleasure to meet you again. And we met last time in Dar es Salaam, Connectors Club.
Yeah.
Such a great opportunity to meet young professionals and different professionals, different career at the Connectors Club. And then that was very my dream to meet those public speakers, and especially the Vuzi. That was really inspired with him through the different podcasts on the social media. And that by having that the great opportunity to participate on the Connectors Club, that is actually open the doors for so many opportunities. And I'm glad that here you guys show up and come to experience what Nyange has to offer, which is I believe you guys will be our ambassadors and will be our sponsors, and we hope to do something big in the future. So my name is Praise Nyange, founder of Nyange Adventures.
Okay.
And as Musa explained, that I've been top more than 80 times, because I grew up in the village that's called Marango village, the small village just on the slope of the Mount Kilimanjaro. And then since I was a young boy, just explored the area with such a beautiful national waterfalls and I could see hundreds of the clients come on the village, and I was very inspired, like where this coming from and where these people coming from, and what they're doing here. And I couldn't realize that we have such a beautiful country where so many people could come and visit and enjoy, And then having also Mount Kilimanjaro, so that was very good to have this one, the mountain, and also national parks. So from that point, I get inspired from my brothers, my neighbors who does tourism before, and then I went to high school, and then afterwards I joined the College of African Wildlife Management, Musa, and I graduated there as wildlife management and tourism. And then after graduate, I worked with the different companies in tourism industry, and then I found like, wow, there's so many opportunities that we can do beyond that other company being started, because as I said, I've been in the business over 10 years. So, and back then I saw there's so many opportunities, and especially at that time, there's even digital marketing was that strong, like the way you speak right now. So, and I started my business, just a small shop downtown. Before I didn't have an office, So I like the point that you say start from little and then it keep growing. So I would definitely inspire the young Tanzania professionals who are in tourism, or if you're not in tourism, perhaps we want to join the tourism industry. That it doesn't need to have so much. I mean, a lot of money to start your business. It's the most important is to start to build your network, because as you say, the network, your net is your worth. So that started because I remember that time I used to have work down the street in Moshi. And then even I tried to link up with the different hotels, like, hey guys, if you have the people who want to do Kilimanjaro, want to do safari, even the short trip downtown in Moshi, that I can show them around. And then from that point, I remember I had a couple from Spain. And I showed them around. They really like it and say, okay, we would like to do something like safari or short trip. So I went them on safari and then really loved that and say, we definitely recommend more to your friends. They want to recommend more to their friends. And then what happened, from that point, I started to get more phone calls, emails. Hey, a friend got a good experience. We want you to show us also a country. And that I ended up to start my own business. Because it was really tough, because sometimes I could imagine, like, how can I start? When I looked at the other guys with the safari vehicles, with the nice offices, and then for me it was a dream, And then afterwards I just started the business, the small shop, very tiny shop in downtown. And then thank God now I have more than 5 cars, safari vehicles. So I would say it's a great movement so far. Apart from the COVID, we all experienced such a tough times, but also it's very good times, because during the COVID time I came to realize it's not about money. We need money, right? But the most important is time, because the time will never come back. But during the COVID time, when I have time and focus on something, it absolutely make a difference. So, and that's why I came up with a great idea. Although in 2016, 2017, I saw an opportunity also by doing tourism and also farming, because that time I could see there's so much potential in the farming, because I could imagine how much am I going to buy the food on the market all the time to feed my client for safari in the mountain, because we're big time in the mountain. And I say, wow, okay. And I asked the mama, like, hey mama, what are you doing, like, apart from this selling the vegetable in the market? I say, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I was like, wow. And then she can send the kid to school. She can some of them, they have even good cars. And I was say, like, oh my God, even this little I can sell it and I can make it different, because for what you see, the transaction tourism is, it's big money, like the park fees or other stuff, the accommodation are very expensive. But I could be amazed, like, how this mama, how they can save the little they have, and then they can send the kid to school through the small business. And then afterwards, and then the other things which make me conscious to do farming, because I was very see different articles like how to control the environment, and plant the trees, and that's my passion, because as I said, I'm background in wildlife management, but also through my my family's keeping in the village, we keep some few cows, goats, and do farming like banana, coffee. My grandpa used to teach me on how to grow coffee, so that's could be a right venture. And then from that point I started to do farming this farm, just plant tomatoes. And so many people was really surprised to hear, like, hey, you're doing tomatoes, like you do farming, because from tourism, the farming, like, wow.
Me too.
Yeah, you know, it's like, what are you talking about? You know, like the dollar's great, and but I feel like this could be a right time for me also to start side business, you know. But for that, I mean, during that time it was so difficult also to mention also to my friends, like, hey, I'm gonna do farming, because you know, I know, you know, Tanzania, like especially when you come with the farming, because our parents or our fellows would just rely on the rainfall, you know, and then all infrastructures, it's quite expensive. I mean, but it's not only expensive if you don't have a right channel or someone who can guide you, you know, because everything like greenhouse, we go, oh wow, it's this 50 million or 20 million, and then wow, I can't afford by that time. But I get good experience by planting tomatoes and other vegetables, and that was focus at least to feed my client, because I can see majority of the farmers, they're not really practice, they're not ethical, you know, they're more business oriented. For example, the way the pest they use, you know, on how they control the pest, it's really very sad, because the consumers or the market, we're going to buy the stuff in the market, you don't know where the food is coming from. And unfortunately, what I seen even the big market in Moshi, I mean, to be honest, there's no really the self control, you know. Everybody can bring the food in the market and do the business. So from that point, I say, like, I need to be really ethical and be grow something very nice, and that will keep in push to grow organic food, so that can, you know, because now there's so many cases of the cancer, and people have been suffering a lot. They don't know what they get this cancer, you know, or what they get this complication. It's like when you come back and think and see what even the feeding, what the people eat, that's really really sad. And then in 2019, before COVID time, and I just keep concentrating on the farming. And then 2020 was great. I mean, the farm, because no tourism, and that time, you know, at least we get something to eat, and just for survival of the family as well. And even also the neighbors who are living in the area, you know, they just get the food and they feed the families. So and later on, during the COVID time, I say, wow, this is because when sometimes I invite people, hey, come, they ask me, like, where are you? I say, at the farm. You know, when they come, they say, wow, that's a good thing. And that's I come up with this idea to do agri-tourism. Because I want to take this beyond what they do farming, you know. Because when you say farmer and mkulima, everybody's like, oh, okay, you know, maybe you grow like few things, but I just want to let local and also to share the local, I mean, with the local and also the foreigners about farming. Because I was very inspired. One time I invited one of my friend downtown, the tourist, who came, and I was doing something around in Moshi, and I invite them for a dinner. And I showed the farm. They was really surprised, and I even sometimes they could ask me, what this plant? I say, oh, this is papaya. I say, wow, I've never seen papaya, you know, in my entire life, like in the tree. And I said, wow, this is something could work out. So from that point, I keep in pushing, like I do by doing this, the sundowners, like in the evening, welcome people to come from Moshi. We come and do the farm tour. They see what we have, and also later on we have dinner with a big bonfire, and sometimes we do the live band at the farm, and you could see how people really enjoy it. And then this pushed me to improve the farm. And then after that was 2022, before 2023, at the end of 2023, I put one tent, and then everyone is like, wow, we'd love to come to stay here, you know. And then that was really getting inspired me and pushed me to get more and more. So far we have a small camp that we have only 6 tents, but actually they plan to have around 15 tents, so that we can welcome people, local, international, because the idea, my dream here, to make a center of excellence and inspiration. So the young guys, everybody who they think that agriculture's stuff or whatever, they will come here and learn, and we can mentor them and give the direction what to do and what to grow at a specific time, because majority of the farmers, they really struggle, and especially on the infrastructure and innovation. Yeah, thank you, Musa.
Normally in businesses,
Exactly.
it's not always sunshine and rainbows.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes there are a lot of challenges.
big time.
As you said, in 2020, 2021,
Yes.
we had COVID,
Exactly.
which had a very huge impact on tourism.
Yeah.
A lot of people went broke, a lot of people went out of business. So in your business, what are the challenges that you have been facing that most people don't really know about?
Wow. You know, like my story been like roller coaster, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
Okay.
You know, even COVID,
Yeah.
before COVID,
Yeah.
you know, in business, you know, especially in the hospitality,
Yeah.
there's so many people involved. It's not like sometimes you can get out of control,
Yeah.
because this is a big thing. I mean, Tanzania, all over. I mean, mostly in Tanzania,
Yeah.
especially. People that could be also challenged,
Yeah.
and also because you know, like I can do the best to bring people,
Yeah.
but here we have a hotel who can welcome the client, and then we have a tour guide who show the client and who provide the whole experience that we promise the people.
Yeah.
You know, and then all the infrastructures like the vehicle, the tents, and that can give the client a full experience.
Okay.
So it's the people, the infrastructure, the equipment,
Yeah.
and all other stuff that make the experience be nice. So the challenges, there's so many challenges that we encounter on the way, and then it could be staff issues, or it could be the government issue, it could be the tax issue. There's so many things that can involve, but this is not like can make you, won't make you to fulfill your dream. So that I call the challenges. It's not the problem for me, you know. If you say the problem, you accept like this is the end. I can't go beyond that one. Even that's why you can see, like, even during the COVID time, I didn't sleep, you know. Like, I would try to find more opportunities, because here it's for sure there's no tourists. What should we do? So from that point I moved, just came back and say, okay, you know what, this is the right time to deliver what I've learned before COVID about farming, about agriculture, and I start implement. Although it was very challenging, as we spoke this morning, the working capital here is such a very challenging to start the business, because even the bank, they won't support. It's difficult to set up business the way the whole system have been made. But for example, you can be the witness to talk about the farm. If I remember the time when I started developing in maybe 2018, I talked to one of the bank manager, agriculture guy, because they say we have an agri business, and I went there and talked to them. It's like, oh, okay, but you know, Nyange, you're just starting, let's see, you know. The guy was very positive, but say, no, he came and look around and say, just listen what I'm, just a thought. And I'm happy. I'm very grateful right now that thought become a thing.
Okay.
So that's also the working capital could be a big time challenge, but also there's not about the capital. For me, what I see, as I explained before, is not about how much you have to start the business.
Yeah.
First, it comes with the passion, innovation,
Yeah.
and the consistency.
Okay.
That's make your business to keep going.
Yeah.
And then like don't give up. As a bad time comes, that's also even bad times.
Yeah.
That also you have something you can learn if you take a very positive. I always take very positive. Anything happen in my life,
Yeah.
and then step back and look. Okay, that was okay. Next time I have to do. Not repeat the mistake.
Yeah.
Even sometimes you end up to trust people.
Yeah.
But what I believe is just we can cheat people, but we can't cheat people all the time.
True.
So
You can cheat them sometimes.
yeah, sometimes,
but
but
not all the time.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's you keep on going because you end up to trust people to work together because you need to trust them. If you can't trust them, how can work with them? So that's the thing. But yeah.
When I came here to your farm,
Yep.
I was actually very impressed with the way you guys handle business,
Mm-hmm.
like your hospitality. And the most important thing that I saw was the cleanness in your rooms. I remember I even came to you and told you, man, you guys are very clean.
Thank you
So how do you ensure that your customers and clients have that unique experience, the perfect adventure?
That I said about the team,
Yeah.
because for me it took me many years
Yeah.
to get to learn this lesson.
Okay.
Because first you can have your great ideas
Yeah.
and then you wish to transform or to make it happen,
Yeah.
but you can't do it just your own. You need people to support you.
Yeah.
That's what come with the team. So even sometimes my guys, my colleague at the farm, it was such a difficult to understand me, like, bro, what are you doing? Sometimes I'm saying like, let's plant this, let's do this, because I see. As I said, like we are visionary. You can see like what next, and even the team to trust you,
Yeah.
to believe on that process wasn't that easy.
Okay.
But I'm very grateful the opportunity that I got by traveling,
Yeah.
because what I believe also in my life, traveling is a good teacher.
True.
Because I always say like I'm very grateful to by doing the tourism business,
Yeah.
and then not only doing tourism business, but also my I love traveling,
Yeah.
because once I believe when I travel from one place to another, there's so many things I learn on the way.
Yeah.
And then when you come up with the cleanliness, you can go outside the country and see how these people, how they clean they are.
Yeah.
How the all process they make. Everything, make sure they're clean and make it comfortable. So for me, I was very happy. It's just smiling when you say the place is very clean.
Yeah.
And then this we come to realize not only the Western want a clean thing, but also even us with Tanzania, we want something clean.
Yeah.
And that's really inspired me to make it a very clean and a very good place. Not only for the room, some people when they come here, they say, wow, is this Mzungu or the Western who owned this farm? And I was just smiling and say, yeah, it's just Mzungu. And then later on say, I'm the one who owns. So that's also the key point that I keep learning and get to improve. Is like, those feedback. Whatever is good or bad, I just take as a feedback so that we can improve day by day.
What I've realized is someone can be a white person without being white himself. I think it's more of those habits that you learn. As you said, you have been traveling a lot. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have gotten that culture, and most of your clients are from Europe and America.
Yes.
So just by dealing with them like that, so you have gone to those kind of standards, which is very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
So my next question is, what strategies have you been using to market Nyange Adventures, and which ones have been the most profitable for you?
Well, that's a very good question, because when I started the business, we didn't have even those Facebook. Now it was there, but majority of us, we didn't use that platform. Even the Facebook, maybe they didn't have those products. And then I remember those days, we used to have this guiding book. So people could travel, come with the guidebook, and maybe if you meet the writer or the author of that book, if they put your name, the client will come and ask, "Oh, where's Nyange?" Or maybe it was Zarathustra or whatever. That's just on the book. So, and then as the time goes, the digital market in Tanzania start growing. And that's you can see the transformation, because I remember that time when I started the business, I was a very young boy. Even sometimes it was such challenging even tourists to trust me.
I could see. I actually went through your profile.
Exactly.
Since when you started,
yes.
I could tell you're very young.
Exactly. So and then people would say, you're very young. Is that is that your business? Yes. And then they keep asking, how can I trust to see you? What's your office? I'm sorry, I'm just starting. I don't have an office, but I'm starting. Say, wow, okay. But I remember, that's a very good question. I remember I used to have those days, I think the TripAdvisor was just starting. And then I didn't have a profile on the Instagram. On the TripAdvisor. I used to have a small book. I think I need to find my my library. All my clients, when they finish trip with me, I say, hey, please, can you write down here your name, the land, or what you experience? And then next, when I meet the client, I say, okay, where are you from? From Germany. Okay, I have a previous client. Can you read here?
From Germany.
So you see, from that analog, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, we come and those Facebook. I remember the TripAdvisor were only 6 companies back then. You can see my review there is more than 400 reviews. That's legit.
Okay. More than 400?
Yes.
What?
But I was really surprised. I was really surprised to see them young companies. They started 2017. I don't want to mention the names, but they have more than 500 reviews. I was like, oh my God, how these guys, they maneuver they're doing. But through the experience I start from the book to put the review until you see the transition towards TripAdvisor,
the digital platform.
That was a big game changer. So from that point, for me, it was I'm keeping learning and try to see, because I saw like so many people. Was the old guys be in the business for many years. Majority of them, they don't just rely on waiting for travel agents or the company to send the customer here. And then they work with the big companies from Europe and then do the business. And I remember in 2015, after a few years, start the business and keep saving the money to travel. And I remember that my first country to travel for attend the ITB in Germany. And everybody was like, hey, Nyange, how you get the money? How you gonna travel and spend that so much money? Of course it was big money, but I thought like, wow, if I meet someone in personal, I think that could make a difference. But also for me, it's gonna help me to learn more and more on how even those the travel agents, what they're doing to market their business. So the first one is to attending the travel shows. This the one ITB, WTM, and also like we have the Kili Fair. It's called My Tanzania roadshow, which is also a very good game changers. I mean, from the platform and also traveling as a group of tour operators. So, and then the second one is the digital marketing. As I said, digital marketing right now is it's growing really fast. Because as I said, people used to come with a backpack and then looking the book. And then they ask, even downtown you can see many people walk, want to do Kilimanjaro, and say, okay, how much? And then when the digital market came, now everyone can book the climb while you're drinking coffee in America. You know, you just go on the Instagram or Facebook or TripAdvisor and book the climb. That's done. So you can see that transformation. So that's the second one that use digital marketing. And then also attend the local and international conferences. And that's also very helpful for networking. And that's help to grow the business.
You know, that's really good because, as we all know, without marketing, there's no business.
Absolutely.
So marketing is what drives customers to your business. And I always tell people who are watching, people from our community, that you should always do marketing. No matter how good you are, no matter how many clients you have, marketing should always have a budget, and marketing should never stop. Because most people, when they see they're getting clients, they stop doing marketing. The most famous company in the world, Coca-Cola, everybody knows Coca-Cola, but they're doing marketing every single day, despite being the most well-known name in the world.
I remember, Musa, when I used to travel, I mean, like the first one or the second one, some people who understand, who are open-minded, they say, Nyange, you're doing a good thing, good luck. But some people say, no, he went, but with no client. And I was just laughing, and I said, oh my God, I wish these people, they can see and understand what is beyond on traveling. Because it's not only to get, because we go there, our aim, our first target is to get the customers. But for me, it took us beyond that, networking. Because from that point, we can learn more just out your comfort zone. And then the branding also itself is stand out. Because I remember one time I was in Germany, and then I get the chance to visit the German embassy in Tanzania. In Germany, Tanzania embassy in Germany. And the guy gave me a chance to put my poster and the business card. And you know what? There's some other people, when they go there, it's like, who is Nyange, you know? So there you make your brand look bigger, you know? And that can click every time people like, this is a legit company, you know, and it's well known, as you said, it's Coca-Cola. So from that point, they keep in push, you know, the social media, even traveling, and that's also make your brand to stand out. So I totally agree that we need to push the marketing so that we can help a business to grow.
When you said about traveling is very important, because traveling gives you exposure. You get to learn about things, about how others are doing things, and you cannot learn that on social media, you cannot learn that on TV. You have to be there to see, as they say, seeing is believing.
Absolutely.
I remember my brother Fizo, shout out to Fizo. Fizo always say that traveling is the enemy to ignorance. So most people who are ignorant that I've seen, you'll find out that they are not traveling. So you have to travel to get rid of ignorance as well. So traveling is very, very important. And traveling does not mean that you should travel abroad. You can travel, you know, a lot of people are living in Dar es Salaam, but they have never been outside of Dar es Salaam.
Absolutely.
As you can see, I just traveled from Dar es Salaam to Kilimanjaro. And I've learned a lot of things just by traveling. You know, it's not very far.
Yes.
So travel, guys. You must travel. Set a budget to travel, because you'll learn things that you'll never learn. Nobody can teach you about exposure. You have to be there firsthand. So it's very, very important. So one thing I've seen here at your farm, and I've really been impressed by it, is the way that you are giving back to the community. I mean the local community. And I've seen that you have a lot of workers here. I don't know how many they are, but most of them, they are villagers from around here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So in what other ways are you giving back to your community, since you said you're also born around here?
Well, that's a very good question, Mr. Musa. And since I started my business in tourism business before the famine, I was thinking about, because my history, my background, where I coming from. I came from a very poor family.
Okay.
And I lost my dad when I was 5 years.
Okay.
So this is all I start from scratch.
Okay.
Thank you to my mom.
Yeah.
She's been a wonderful, good mentor, good coach. So she always say, don't give up, you must push it.
Yeah.
And then whatever I'm thinking about is like, no, I must go.
Yeah.
So from that point, when I was a young boy, to see, because I was the reborn 3, I lost my young brother. Rest in peace, Samuel.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, and then it's to now with 3 boys, but now just 2 boys.
Okay.
And then when I went to school, the primary school, I'm the one who, after class, I come to help my young brother, cook the food.
Yeah.
And then afterwards I just go, I remember my grandpa, also rest in peace. We started a small kiosk. He supported me to start that kiosk.
Okay.
So you can see the business where I come from, where I started the business. So I was from young age, I started with the mentality of the business. Because my mom, she always work on the market, sell the stuff, and then that get that spirit, and even start my own kiosk. So during the school, I close it in the evening, come and open it, and then when I I joined the secondary school, I close it and it's told my grandpa, you know what, we need to find someone to make sure the shops keep running.
Okay.
And then so from that point, it's make me discipline for whatever I'm doing. And then when I started the tourism business, I could see, as I start a little bit as a porter, and then I want to be the guide. And then from that point, I can see how people walk around, or where we're coming from. And for me, I just put the community first.
Okay.
I mean, we said your team first.
Yeah.
Because if the team they're happy, that also can provide the good service to the people. So that make the sense of ownership. As you can see here, like if I'm not around, things are keeping moving. Thank you, my team. Big shout. And then from that point, you can see how people they're happy to work with you. And that's here I just moved in this village. My hometown is Marango. So when I came here, it's just plain area. And this transformation, the neighbors they come and really enjoy to come and work at the farm. And then you can see that we start practice the sustainable tourism. So, and the majority of people who are working here, they are all from this village. And some of them, I keep train them, upgrade them. As you can see, Omar, he was a young boy. I met him when he was in primary school, but now he's in the university. Imagine.
Okay.
And then I keep improve his knowledge, skills, and sometimes we do the training. Some people come and train them. Like there's the ladies here, they start working from the garden, but now they're housekeepers. So we keep improving them day by day. And then also even I don't have some products here. I always keep try to buy from the next, the neighbors, so that I can boost them and keep growing, like eggs or chicken if I don't have the chicken, so at least to boost the economy that's around this area.
On our podcast, a lot of people who are watching, the majority, they are young people who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs, and some are already entrepreneurs, but they really wish to get to that next level. So what advice would you give to those young entrepreneurs who want to break into the tourism and hospitality and adventure business?
There's so many people come to me and ask, hey, I want to do tourism.
Yeah.
And okay. Why? I always keep ask why.
Yeah.
Because in life, on the business,
Yeah.
you must understand why.
Okay.
Your why.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Yeah, why are you doing this? Yeah.
So if you say you want to do tourism, why?
Yeah.
And say, you know what, the tourism now is looking good. I mean, people, the rich people, like the business look good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money. I say, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And I say, you can get that even from the hardware,
Yeah.
And then the guys look at me and say, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So my point is, you need to do what you love,
Yeah.
your passion.
Okay.
And that's could make unique, because I'm share the love, I'm share the experience with love to
Yeah.
my people, and that's what you can see in my motto of our company is come as a client and live as a friend.
Yeah.
So we basically practice it, and then that's make me happy when I travel.
Yeah.
I get welcome to client. Those I called them before client, but now they're my friends. I visit my friend's house. So whenever I'm going to Europe,
Yeah.
most of the time I stay to my friends and not my customer anymore.
Okay.
So that is very, very special to me when I travel, and that's make to prove that I even break come as a client, live as a friend.
Okay.
So the second point is just the consistency and stay focused
Okay.
for what you're doing, because as you mentioned earlier, what are challenges, because this business not that easy. You've been called 24/7.
Yeah.
Whatever happened, the client, hey Praise, the tank's leaking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like during the high season, my phone should be out on 24/7. Even the driver can call, hey bro, I have this challenge, and we have this. So it's not, I would say, not easy. Like you must be consistent, focus, and discipline.
Okay.
That's any business. Like especially in tourism, that we need to be, and also innovation,
Okay.
and also especially to accept. The transformation, any changes, you must take it positive. Because as you can see now, the business, for those who've been in the business back for many years,
Yeah.
they get some of them they disappear in the market because they don't want to copy the new way. New like promotion or marketing, because the way they used to market themselves back to the days and nowadays is absolutely different. So if you're not keep up with those innovation and technology, that the market itself is going to kick you out from the business.
Talking about why are you doing this? A lot of people have been asking me as well, like, why am I doing this podcast?
Exactly.
Yeah, I already have my why, and I've been trying to explain to people that we are doing this, we are not earning anything out of this, but what's our why? Our why is, like right now, I've met you, I've learned a lot from you, and through you, someone out there will be inspired to go outside to chase their dreams. So our why, my why, is to help as much people as possible to be inspired to wake up and to chase their dreams. And how am I going to do that? By meeting people who are successful, people who are somewhere and they can share something to the audience. That's my why. And in 5 years, I want to reach at least 1 million people. I want those people to say, okay, through your podcast, I learned something about tourism. Through your podcast, I learned something about finances. Through your podcast, I learned something about marketing. So that's my why. That's why I'm doing this. And no matter what happens, I'm going to keep doing this. I'll never stop. Whether someone is watching or nobody is watching, I'll still roll the camera and keep doing this. No matter how much it's going to cost me, I'll keep doing this. And that's my why. So I advise you, whatever you're going to do, start with your why. And most people are so focused on the money and they forget their why.
Exactly.
Yeah, if your goal is money, as Mr. Nyange said, you can go and open a hardware, you can go maybe and get a job, since you just want money. So
Exactly.
yeah. And what I've learned about the tourism industry, there are high seasons and there are low seasons.
Exactly.
And during high seasons, you always have people coming, like apartments are booked, you're always busy. And then there are low seasons. So how do you manage your finances to accommodate you during the high season and the low season? Because as I said, you have a lot of expenses, you have a lot of bills to pay, you have a lot of workers to deal with. So how do you handle that?
Yeah, for me, I forget low and high season.
Yeah.
I think that was right after I started farming.
Yeah.
Because during the low season, I'm absolutely busy here.
Yeah.
So busy with the team, the farming, because there's a rain season.
Yeah.
So there's no a tourist who can come around. But that time, busy full in the farming.
Yeah.
So for me, it starts from January until now,
Okay.
non-stop.
Okay.
So finish farming, keep growing tourism. Even sometimes could be both.
Yeah.
Tourism and farming, because during the low season it's where the team, the tourism team
Yeah.
in town, they just based on the promoting. Even sometimes I can get out maybe 1 or 2 weeks traveling to try to bring people in Tanzania.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just focused on the farming, so that when they start the high season, I have a plenty of food to feed my customer.
Okay.
So that you can see that for me, I can't see that the low season. I can see only the low season. Of course, the transaction went down,
Yeah.
but also I don't see the tourist here. But it's still focused and busy at the farm.
And you're dealing with a lot of people
Exactly. Yeah.
from different places,
Big
different
time.
kind of cultures.
Big time.
And that's a very difficult thing, to accommodate different cultures. And based on a background, as you said, you are from the village, you are from a very humble background here in Kilimanjaro.
Exactly.
And usually different people have different kind of requests, because people pay to come here.
Yeah.
So of course they will want to get the value for their money. They will have different kind of requests. So
Exactly. Expectations.
yeah, expectation. So what's the most unusual or funny request that you have ever gotten from your clients?
Wow. In which sense?
In a sense, maybe someone might come and let's say I want, like myself, I wanted to get on top of an elephant, because I've been on top of an elephant when I was in Bali, Indonesia.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I asked, can I get on that elephant? They were like, no, this is a wild elephant, you cannot do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
there's so many people ask, like, of course, can I touch the animals?
Yeah.
And I say, like, frankly speaking, because here it's just the animals, they're not, we not take you to the zoo.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between the zoo and the national park. So in
Okay.
Tanzania, we have a beautiful country with many national parks, and all the animals that live freely
Yeah.
in the natural environment.
Okay.
So those are the questions most of people like you that could ask. So that's a very special request. Sometimes people can ask, or they can expect they're gonna touch the animals, but it's strictly prohibited to touch the animal here in Tanzania. Yeah.
There's this one day I was doing a podcast and I was so embarrassed because I had a guest that I've been looking for a very long time, but we couldn't schedule the dates because the guest is always busy. And the day that he agreed to come to our studio to shoot, just imagine, he was there and then all of a sudden there was no electricity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a very embarrassing moment for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But you get something to learn from there.
yeah.
Next time before you start your podcast, make sure the generator's on.
Exactly.
Everything's already,
Yeah. So what's the most embarrassing moment that you've had by being Nyange Adventures?
Yeah, so I remember the one time downtown I was trying to convince the client, hey, come and buy my product. Safari, mountain, or day trip. I say, no, just leave me alone. We're
good.
We're good, you know. And then just imagine we just chase someone in the street. And then it's like, no, leave me alone. You know, I couldn't understand. Like everyone could ask, but we are very hungry, you know, a hungry man. You want to get the business out from you. So and then the clients, they could, because you know, like the situation not easy for them to make a decision or to talk to you because so many people around. And then the same client went to the hotel where they're staying and then asked the lady, we want to do day trip to Kilimanjaro. And the lady, she just called me. So I just turned out and I saw the same client, but I couldn't tell her, hey, why did you ignore me? You know. So I just kept quiet and then I sell my product. They really enjoy it and they say, wow, we want to do it. I say, okay, thank you. And then during the tour I was just explaining, hey, do you remember like the day there's one guy who tried to chase you like yesterday? So yes, we do remember. I was me. Oh my God, sorry, you know. And I say, I totally understand, like, you know, so many people can disturb you. So sometimes those is quite, you know, some embarrassment moment, but those in a good way. Or sometimes we just trust people, you know, like to say, you know, Praise, you know, let me do this, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, we believe the customer believe they have their own right. So sometimes can use that one not in a good way.
There are a lot of attractions here in North Tanzania. Through Nyange Adventures, I've gone to Chemka Hot Springs, I've gone to Ngorongoro, I've gone to Manyara, I've gone to Tarangire, I've gone to Ngorongoro Crater. So if you could only visit one attraction for the rest of your life, which one could it be? Chemka Hot Springs, Ngorongoro, Kilimanjaro, Tarangire, or Manyara?
Wow, this is very a tough question, you know, because what can I say? As you said, Tanzania is beautiful, and every place it has a uniqueness. So when you go to Serengeti, wow, Serengeti is my number one because I always see, you know, it's an endless plain.
And you see all the big five.
Forget about the big five. For me, I try to see my future. The opportunities are endless, like this Serengeti plain. So that's what I'm seeing. And then when I go to Mount Kilimanjaro, it's just a time we connect with nature. You just relax, get the fresh air. Because the only fresh air you can get is only in the mountain. And believe me not, in the next 100 years, people try to go on the mountain because where they'll find there's only a place we can get a clean and fresh air. And perhaps it won't be even 100 years, even less than 100 years, because due to the pollution that we're doing, that's also very a scary thing which is seen for the future of the next generation. So I would say Serengeti could be number one. Of course, as I try to describe my answer, because every national park, all the destination has uniqueness.
Yeah, that's really good. And another question, you are doing eco-friendly tourism here in North Tanzania. So do you think this is just a trend or it's the future of tourism?
Yeah, that's also a very good question. Because you asked me like everyone want to get the business, So we are selling, for example, tomatoes. we're selling Kilimanjaro. You can go to the website, it's Kilimanjaro, Safari, Day Trip.
Yeah.
Everyone do the same.
Yeah.
But what makes you stand out from the crowd?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Why you can come and buy my product
Yeah.
and not choose other company?
Okay.
So through asking why, I came up with this idea to do agri-tourism
Okay.
or eco-friendly, so that it can attract more and stand out from the crowd.
Okay.
So when you book with Nyange,
Yeah.
it's not only you end up to climb Kilimanjaro or visit Serengeti, but also you can go beyond.
Yeah.
You come to learn about farming, get to know about the more eco-friendly.
Yeah.
So that's driving me to do this agri-tourism or eco-friendly.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, tourism can harm the local environment. That's what most critics say. So how do you respond to that?
Yeah, I mean it's a broad answer, I'll say.
Yeah.
Because in which sense might you say that traveling or tourism can distract the environment, right?
Yeah.
So there's so many ways, we'll say.
Okay.
For example, in the environmental, when the people fly from one country to another, even the worst one is not only even the big planes.
Yeah.
The worst one are the small plane,
Yeah.
because the energy that they use from Kilimanjaro to Dar es Salaam
Yeah.
is a disaster.
Yeah.
So that's why at Nyange farm we have a program of tree planting.
Okay.
And this tree planting is to help our continent
Yeah.
by doing the carbon offset.
Yeah.
And that's I'm happy to see the connectors. You plant the plant,
Yeah, we
and
have
we
our tree.
Exactly.
Connectors club tree.
So this is what we're gonna keep in practice.
Yeah.
For every client who climb Kilimanjaro or travel with us,
Yeah.
we must plant the tree for them, and that could help our Kilimanjaro and the environment in general. Because now you can see the glaciers keeping disappear because of the so many activities the human that distract not only the traveling but also other activities. So also like that's I could see the most. I mean, it could be a challenge to our environment, but this is we keep in practice by doing the sustainable tourism.
Okay. And that's really nice. And
there's so many ways that we help. I mean, we try to do. To help our environment,
Yeah.
but also like using the bottles. As you see on the vehicle, we have a bottle.
Okay.
With the reusable bottles,
Okay.
so that we can keep reduce plastic use.
Okay.
As also at the farm, we really discourage the plastic at this area.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. At the beginning of this video, I said that we are going to explain to people who want to get into tourism business how they can start with little to no capital. So can you share with the audience, let's say someone is just fresh out of the university,
Yes.
and they want to get into tourism business. So how do they get started?
So Musa, that's if you come back to your question,
Yeah.
or if you remember what I explained,
Yeah.
it's just like a passion. Love what you do,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then keep focus on the consistency that make you the difference, right?
Okay.
But at the same time, there's also the formal. If you get everything, then you really want to go to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a process of registration the company.
Yeah.
Start with the BRELA name searching, and then you come to TRA, you collect your TIN number, and then start doing digital marketing. You make your website first also.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, websites, it's important to have the website so that people can see what you're selling.
Okay.
And then after have a good website, find a good company for doing your digital marketing, and then you just keep promote your business. But the most important thing is to deliver what you promise the client, because that's the two thing. To have 100 people, they can come. I know you guys, big time marketing or digital marketing. You can bring a traffic and maybe confirm booking 100 people. But the most important for those are the experience with your service. We believe that could be your good ambassadors. So out of 100 people, we expect to get 10 times. So that's the two things. So if you mess with them, it put you down. But one person can make a difference to the happy customers. So the most important is to deliver what you've been promised to the client, and make the unique and unforgettable experience to them.
That's very important, and that's called customer satisfaction.
Exactly.
Because if the customer is not impressed, is not satisfied, you don't promise what you said you're gonna do, it means there's no difference with you and people who are just scamming around.
Absolutely. Because sometimes I always make a fun to people when the client, when they, hey, hello, where are you? Who are you? So I'm Praise. This is really Praise, not an AI. Because now you can see the technology how it's keeping growing. So it's somewhat in good way. It might be a scary thing, but we must, as the young entrepreneur, we must use this technology as much we can in a positive way.
So winding up, what else do you have to share to our audience? Because I'm out of questions now.
I'm happy that you are, because I was very scared. It's my first time to be in the air like this. But thank you so much, Connectors. And I wish, it's my hope that this is a very good start for Connectors Club. We really wish to have connectors also to connect even people in Moshi, Kilimanjaro and Arusha, and let me together and make tourism better and better. And especially I believe the young people have a good energy, smart, that could make and take tourism to the next level. And the other thing also, we really thankful Mama Samia, our president, for keeping pushing tourism. And we wish her all the best, Mama, and to keep, promote Tanzania as a destination, so that people come to enjoy Tanzania, and also the tourism could be beneficial or benefit to our community, not only for the current generation but also for the future generation. So, and really tell the young fellows who want to venture the tourism business, welcome, and don't say or don't think like it's a difficult thing to do it, but if you come and do it in the right way, the good spirit and innovation that could make Tanzania to be known over the world, and we can welcome so many tourists in our country and share our beauty of Tanzania.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nyange. And for those who are asking how can you get in touch with Nyange Adventures, we're going to put their website down in the comment sections or in the description. You'll find their website, their social medias, and how to get in touch with them. Or you can just contact us through our page, our DMs, through Connectors Club as well. Thank you so much for the experience, and hopefully next time I really want to do a conversation with you, just focused on how you are doing your farming. I know we didn't have so much time to talk about the farming. I know you have a lot to share.
Exactly.
So that's what we're gonna focus on the next conversation. So if you guys want Mr. Nyange for part 2, just comment down below Mr. Nyange and follow him on Instagram, on TikTok. You can visit his website if you are interested in visiting Serengeti, Ngorongoro, or even climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. And as always, like this video, subscribe, and share it to your friends. My name is Musa. Until next time, see you.